Welcome to the Dr. Ashley Show. I'm Dr. Ashley, and today I'm so excited to share with you a really important guest. This is Carlo Martinez. He's a PhD weight loss client. He dropped over 35 pounds, a 4-pound a week rate of weight loss, which is so amazing. And not only that, he reversed his high blood pressure, his sleep apnea, high cholesterol, fatty liver, and is feeling amazing. So please join me and Carlo on the show today so you can learn how he did this, his mindset, and some actionable tips that you can take away to create positive change in your own life. Carlo, welcome to the show. I'm so excited to talk with you today.
Thank you, Dr. Ashley. Thank you for the invite.
Oh, yeah. Will you share with me what motivated you to get started with PhD?
Well, you always talk about in your podcast about your why. I listen to a few of your podcasts, and you always talk about your why. And so, about 3 years ago, my son Santiago, I have a 5-year-old, and 3 years ago he was diagnosed with autism. And so, I made a promise to my wife and my son, and that I was going to be, I was going to be healthy. I'll try to be healthy for him so I can, try to prolong my longevity so he could be, so I can help him become independent, someday. So that's my biggest why. And that was 2 years ago. And over the last 2 years, I went into started dieting, do a diet or whatever, and I would lose 10 pounds or 15 pounds. And, I'm doing the right thing and I'm losing weight. So I'm in the right track. And that's just what I thought. I didn't hire any coach or nutritionist or anything like that. And then last year, around probably June or July, I was feeling a little tired, more than like the normal. So I went to see the doctor, and he ordered an exam, a test for my heart. So then the results came back, and the doctor's like, "I need to talk to you." And when a doctor tells you, "I need to talk to you after some test,"
Yeah, that's not good, right? That's scary.
But so I went, and he's like, "Listen, we found a small plaque in one of your arteries, very small." He's like, "You can still do an Ironman tomorrow if you wanted to." It's like, it's very small, but you need to make some changes in your life if you want to live longer. Pretty much, he just said that. You want to live longer, you need to make big changes on your nutrition, your diet, exercise, sleep, all that stuff. So that was, that hit me hard. I have a small plaque, but I still went back to Santiago, to my son Santiago. It's still my why, because now that I have this condition, I need to take care of myself really more, and become really serious about taking care of myself and prolong my longevity because of my son. So it wasn't because of the heart, but it was still because of my son. And now I had a bigger reason why
That's right.
I needed to get in shape and take care of myself. So, around that time, my wife went to but anyway, I don't know if you want to ask me that. That's my why. So that's my why. It's my son, Santiago.
Yeah, well, and so I love that. I always say that, you're a candidate to work with PhD if you're at threshold. Yes. You're just tired of where you are. Your desire to change significantly outweighs the desire to stay the same. And if you're there, then you can make anything happen, Absolutely. So I love that. That is the most powerful why you can get, is for someone else, someone bigger than yourself.
Bigger than myself, correct.
That's right. Correct. So then, how did you hear about PhD? I think you were just about to share that.
So prior to everything, prior to the test that I went through, my wife went to she went to like a reunion with her friends, and one night, so she went out to dinner, and there was a friend there, a friend of hers, and she looked different. she looked really good. My wife is like, wow, you lost a lot of weight. You look really good, and you look really good. So what have you been doing or whatever? And she's like, oh yeah, I started doing this weight loss program, and it's really working for me. I think she was still on the weight loss program at the time. And so my wife came home and she mentioned that to me. So, whatever. I don't need a coach to lose weight. I lost weight before, so I don't need to do any of that stuff. But after I got the test, then I talked to my wife. Hey, listen, maybe I think I need help. I need help because, my heaviest I ever been was 230 pounds.
Okay.
That's the heaviest I ever been. 2016. I weighed myself this morning. I'm 159 this morning.
What do you think about that?
I feel amazing. I feel amazing. But in 2016, when I was 230 pounds, I was having a lot of health issues. I was having sleep apnea, and which is related to when you're overweight.
Yeah.
My wife will have to wake me up in the middle of the night because I will just stop breathing, and high blood pressure. I mean, all the illness that come with being overweight. My cholesterol, was out of whack. Fat liver. I mean, all that stuff. So again, went to the doctor. Doctor said, hey, listen, you have fat liver, you have all these conditions, you need to lose weight. But when you go to the doctor, your doctors never usually tell you how much weight you need to lose. You just lose weight, try to eat healthy and stuff like that. And it's very like, just like that. Like okay, so I'm just going to lose weight. So by 2018, about 2 years later, I got down to 200 pounds. And at 200 pounds, I didn't have this sleep apnea anymore. I still had high blood pressure, and my cholesterol was somehow better. So I was like, I created this in my subconscious mind. I said to myself, well, I'm fine. I feel better, and better is all I need for now. And I thought 200 pounds was my ideal weight. So at 200 pounds, I was happy. So my old goal was always, if I'm under 200 pounds or 200 pounds, I'm going to be fine. And that's fine. And once you believe that, then, if that is in your subconscious mind, you believe that that's your weight that you need to be, then everything's fine, right? But no, I found out later that, I was not fine, and I was, my blood pressure was still high. My cholesterol, was still high. I mean, it's just, and then everything that happened last year with my heart.
Yeah.
So it was a wake up call for me. I just had my test. I went for a blood test yesterday, and I was waiting for the results because I knew I was going to be with you today. So I was on high cholesterol. I'm sorry. Cholesterol medication. And this morning I got the results, and my numbers are perfect.
Oh, congratulations.
I talk to my doctor, and I know he's got to take me off the medication because I was taking medication.
Yeah.
And so I cannot wait to talk to him.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. So really, food is medicine. It is medicine. I mean, I hear that all the time. Sometimes sound kind of cliche, but it is the truth. What I mean? So I'm 159 pounds today. When I went to see the office in Davison, I was 194 pounds. So I feel.
So when you started with us, you were around 194, and today you're 159.
159. Yes.
Was it hard to change your mindset around 200 pounds? You thinking that was your optimal weight, and us coming in and saying, actually, you need to be sub 160. How was that for you?
Yeah. It was hard, just because 190, 185, 190, even my wife said, you look good at 190. Like I don't want you to get too skinny, because I think 190 is you look, you look better at 190. But, and yes, it was hard. 200 was always that idea that 200 was fine. I don't have a sleep apnea. 200 is fine. This is what I need to be. And what surprised me about the program was that when I went there, nobody ever told me, you you your optimal weight needs to be this, and this is what you need to do to be at your optimal weight. So 200 pounds. And so they gave me this number, and I said, this is what you need to lose. This is going to be your
Mm-hmm.
optimal weight. And I was like, wow, I
Yeah.
cannot remember the last time that I was, probably 30 plus years ago.
Yeah.
I started gaining weight early in life. Some people, oh, when I was 30, all up to 30, but I'm in the restaurant business. So
Mm-hmm.
25 and on, I started gaining weight. By the time I was 30 years old, I was already 200 plus pounds. And so it's been 30 years that I haven't been in. I think the weight that I needed to lose, it was 32 pounds, so 162.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm 3 pounds to I was supposed to be at 162, and I'm 3 pounds, on that, which
Yeah.
is amazing. You know what I mean? And I'm already being on maintenance for a month. So
Yeah.
this is a month.
And you
Um,
just keep dropping weight.
and I just keep dropping weight, which I think I need to stop.
Your body will you don't have to worry about it. Your body will naturally plateau where it needs to be. So it's just saying there might be a little bit more belly fat there, because usually the belly fat is the last to go.
The belly
Is
fat
it
is gone,
gone?
which
I
is,
love
is
that.
amazing, because I was one of those guys that will I will wear the shirts outside my pants, because
Right.
because I was trying to hide all the belly,
Mm-hmm.
and my kids make fun of me. My older kids is like, only older guys stick, put the tuck in your shirt and whatever. Now I'm talking in even t-shirts. I'm talking in
Heck
now.
yeah, you are.
You know what I mean? And I love it. And my clothes feel, they look good. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel really good. And thanks to you, to you,
Oh,
and what you're doing. You really are doing a great service to people. I mean,
thanks,
I'm not just saying
Carlo.
that because you're here, but I'm
Yeah.
talking to you. But it's really
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I was very,
I
very
appreciate that.
skeptical in the beginning, just like a lot of people are probably in the beginning.
Yeah.
Um,
So, what made you overcome that skepticism? Did you just jump in and trust the process and then you saw results? I mean, we say most men will drop about 3 to 3.5 pounds a week. You were about 4 pounds a week. You finished your program earlier than our estimation, which, by the way, Carlo, doesn't happen often.
yeah. 2 weeks. I
So,
think 2 to 3 weeks. I finished the program and I went right into mains after that.
right.
You know what I mean? So, no, it wasn't. I'm very disciplined as a person.
Mhm.
I'm very disciplined, and I think if once somebody gives me something to follow, I will follow 100%. And now with my son and my health, and somebody tells me this is gonna be your optimal weight, this is where you need to be at. Like, nobody ever told me that. Like, I never knew
Mhm.
anything about visceral fats and all these things. I mean, I didn't care. I just gonna lose weight, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lose weight. In 2000, I think in 2022, I lost 25 pounds. I went vegan for 3 months. I went crazy. It's like, oh, I just gonna go vegan, and I'm gonna drop this bunch of weight. Yeah, I lost all the weight, but I was just, I didn't have any energy. I felt like crap. I mean, I don't know. I lost the weight, and I was proud that I was able to do it for 3 months. A guy that loves meat, and I just did it. You know what I mean? But this was just different. This was just different. There's so many things that I can tell you that benefit me from doing this. I'm a runner. I do at least one marathon every year, but I had a
Mhm.
knee surgery about 4 years ago, and so I've been afraid to run long distance.
Mhm.
And in December, I already lost 32 pounds, and I ran my first half marathon in Huntersville half marathon. I did it, and I felt amazing. And I
Did
was
you?
encouraged to do it again because I lost all the weight. My knees felt fine. I wasn't having that. Even after the knee surgery, I was having knee pains, and all that stuff is gone. And I'm not just saying that. It's just, it actually happened to me. So there's so many
Mhm.
things that have benefit me from this program.
What do you think was helpful for you in the program? Because you've dropped weight on your own through exercise and just restricting calories, being vegan. You've done this. So, what was different about going through the program, would you say?
So different. I mean, the fact that I'm eating the food that I love to eat, which,
Mhm.
like, how can you lose weight eating steak and eating pork or fish? Yeah, but steak. And I really love vegetables, right? But the carbs is the things that really was killing me. the carbs and the sugar, the beer, liquid bread, you call it, right?
Yep.
Lower it down. It's that stuff was killing me. So to be honest with you, it wasn't it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. I mean, yeah, you're gonna go to some cravings in the beginning, but I mean, everything worth it is gonna suck in the beginning. That's just what it is, right? Anything a bit, you start a new business, it's not gonna be perfect in the beginning, or you adjust. If you wanna run a marathon, you're just not gonna run a marathon tomorrow. You have to go through the training. You have to go through the process.
Yeah.
So for me, it was actually easier. I think from compared to other people, I was eating every night that I would go to dinner. I know any restaurant, steakhouse, I can have a steak and broccoli or asparagus. So that part was a little easier for me. I already had discipline. I'm already go to the gym and I exercise. So, but something very important, I think, is like, so before I was running 60, 70 miles a week. I was running a lot. And in my head, I thought, oh, since I run a lot, I can burn a lot of calories, I'm going to be healthy. And I was not. I was not. I could run every single day, no matter how many miles I could run every single day. And I was still getting weight, and I was still gaining weight, and I was still unhealthy. You know what I mean? So that is just is not true. I have friends that run with me, and if they're listening to me right now, they're probably going to be a little uncomfortable to hear this. But just because they're running, the runners, they think they can do whatever they want, eat whatever they want, and but that is not the case.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that message.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely the truth. And one thing that it's a myth, right, that we try to bust during the program is that long distance running actually can create inflammation in the body. And so, I really believe that endurance running we do not because it's good for our health, but because we like it.
Yes.
We do it for other reasons. Now,
Therapy, sometimes therapy,
yeah,
whatever. But yes.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that, because I think there's a lot of runners, there's a lot of people that do a lot of activities. They very active, at the gym and running, but they're like, but why do I feel this way? Why I'm not healthy? And they go to the doctor and they find all these problems that they have. But it's really, I don't know how to put a number to it, but in my case, I will have to say it's almost like 80-20. Like 80% is what you eat, and the rest is the exercise. That's fine, but if not more. I mean, it's just majority is what you eat, is what you put in your body, the way you nurture your body.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, really quickly, if you're interested in hydrating yourself optimally and want to do it in an efficient and effective way, I created an Electrolyte Plus mix just for that. It's called Dr. Ashley's Electrolyte Plus. Creative, I know. And it's crafted with essential electrolytes, vitamins, and minerals for maximum absorption. With patented forms of zinc and vitamin C, it supports immune and adrenal function. Plus, chromium picolinate regulates healthy blood sugar levels while helping to curb those cravings. Say goodbye to headaches and fatigue. Visit drashleywellness.com and use code Ashley10 for 10% off your first purchase or 20% off your first subscription order with free shipping. Plus, enjoy 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, back to the episode.
What else surprised you? Was there any other takeaways from what you learned in the program? We're big into education, wanting you to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. Anything that you'd like to share?
I like when you say things like, I have learned to really look at my food, and like everybody says, fruit and vegetables, right? Fruit and vegetables, fruit and vegetables. You said something 2 days ago. I was listening to a podcast 2 days ago, and you said, and it resonated with me because I'm a runner. You said, not all miles are the same. Not all the food is the same. A banana and an egg, and a boiled egg, they both have 100 calories, but the egg has the protein and the fat, good fat, and then the banana has all the sugar. So yeah, it's not just signing and paying for the program, but if you have to be fully invest in something. When you make an investment, whether it's money and time, you have to be fully invest and really learn how to eat and what food is good for you and what food is not good for you. And foods that we think is good for you, that we thought it was good for you, it wasn't that good. Like bananas. I mean, I don't have bananas in my house anymore. And eventually, I'm not going to say I'm not going to have a banana, right? I'm not going to say I'm not
Right.
going to have an orange. But I think during your weight loss program, the more discipline that you can get, the better and faster results you're going to get.
That's
So
exactly right.
I really did learn from the program how to eat. I listened to your podcast. I got all the materials for the coaches, and then of course, I do my own research, and
Yeah.
and it works, and it works. People see me now. I mean, I inspire a lot of people now. I have probably about 250 employees. I'm in the restaurant business in the Charlotte area, and people see me now and they ask me all these questions, and I'm sharing all that stuff about your program. You know what I mean? And so it does work.
Yeah. Yeah. Will you share with us a little bit about your business? What is it? And I think a lot of people, when they're thinking about starting a weight loss program, they're hesitant because they say they're too busy. Or, if you think about being a chef in a restaurant, I think it might be, I see pizza in your email address. So I think it has something to do with that. And like, how do you navigate pizza and all these foods and being around food all the time and still have success? Will you share with people how
Yeah.
you did that?
Yeah. So we own 10 restaurants in the Charlotte area. We have 10 locations. We do New York style pizza. That's our strong. But we have a full menu. Italian is more like Italian restaurant with all the classic dishes, and we have pizza and all that stuff. And I mean, one restaurant is very stressful nowadays, especially, and
Yeah.
10 locations is just it's a very stressful job. But we've been in business for the last 22 years here in Charlotte. I'm moving from New York. So, yeah, it's a busy, my schedule is really busy. I'm always working. But your schedule is busy. I'm sure
Mhm.
you're a super busy person with all these business that you have. And I mean, you make time to be talking to me right now.
Mm.
So people always going to say, I don't have time. I don't have time. That's the number one excuse. I don't have time. I just don't have time.
Yeah.
So you have to make time. You have to make time. So I have to be at the restaurants at 8 o'clock in the morning. If I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, then yeah, I'm not gonna have time. So I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning to go to the
Mm.
gym, and I work out for an hour. A little bit of weights. I do a little bit of cardio, and by the time I get home, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's still early. Some people still sleeping at that time. So you're not going to have time. But if you are an organized person, and you write things down, and you write your agenda the day before, and you kind of come up with a schedule, then yeah, you're going to have time. And then the next day, maybe you're going to have to go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night instead of going to
Mm.
sleep at 12 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'm able to get up at 4:30 in the morning, but then I'm in bed by 9 o'clock, and I made that a habit, and I've been doing that for a long time now, and it works. So yeah, having businesses is just it's just an excuse. The brain is gonna rationalize any excuse for you not to do things.
Mm-hmm. That's
You know
right.
what I mean? So
So you're prioritizing and making your health the non-negotiable, and everything else fits around that. Is that right?
definitely,
Mm-hmm.
definitely a non-negotiable. Yeah, my health exercises, and now this journey that I started September 19 of 2024 is a non-negotiable for me. And I use that word. I was going to use that before you. I use that word, no, as a non-negotiable for me. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, Carlo, why did you decide to go this route? In today's weight loss arena, a lot of people head toward medications, these injections, which I'm sure you've heard of. Why did you decide not to take medications to drop weight, and why did you take a natural approach?
I really think that medication is like when you go on a diet, right? If you go on a diet for whatever, you go on a wedding, I need to go on a diet so I can fit on this women, like on this dress, and men, whatever, something that fits me right. If you're gonna diet, diets are really just a temporary fix. It's more almost like a band-aid that you put in something, just something like a quick fix. Same with pills that you take or injections. I have a friend, family of mine that does that. She lost a lot of weight with this injection that she's doing, but she's doing it every month, and I think she's been doing it for a year now.
Yeah.
How long is she going to be able to do this thing? I mean, the expense to do all that stuff, I can imagine. Instead of learning, how to eat, instead of learning the right way, the natural way to lose weight, instead of using drugs, it's just, I don't understand. But for me, is that being as disciplined as I am, that was the only option. I had to do it the right way. And what I mean? Stuff that it will take longer, a little longer. Well, in my case, it didn't take that long. It only took probably like 3 months, less than 3 months to lose 40 pounds. And I mean, that's even faster than people taking these injections and pills,
that's right.
To be honest.
I think it took you, Carlo, 9 weeks.
9 weeks to get to where I needed to be, because my body went in. I just stopped giving my body carbs and sugar, and it just became like a fat burning machine.
That's right. Isn't that so fun? I love that.
Yes. So that's the natural way. Drugs, all that stuff, it only works while you take it. Once you stop taking it, then it's not going to work. You have to, I mean, delay that instant gratification, I guess, and really learn, just learn how to eat the right way. That's just, and then you do it, you embrace, kind of like you embracing a lifestyle for forever, and, but I do believe that you have to have a why. You have to have a purpose of why you do. If you just want to lose weight, I mean, it's got to be bigger than you. It has to be bigger than you. It has to be for someone or people that you love. I mean, people always say family I do it for my family. I'm doing it for my son. I think he needs me, and there's no way I'm going to break that promise now. There's no way.
What does your family feel? How do they feel around your transformation and your discipline?
Well, most of my family, they are. I have a lot of family that are out of weight, that they are overweight.
Yeah.
So some of them see me and they say, "Are you okay? Are you sick? Is everything okay?" But the one who says that is the one who are overweight. They will tell me that, like if I, because when I was overweight, unhealthy, that was good to them. But now they see a big change, and some people, when they see you that you have lost so much weight, they don't understand, and sometimes that makes people uncomfortable, and they would tell you things. But the biggest support that I have is my wife, my wife and my family. And my wife actually owes you a check. She needs to send you a check, because she lost 22 pounds just by tagging along with me.
Yes.
I wish she was here right now. And so
I look forward to receiving that.
Yes.
No, I'll give that to you, Carlo, as a bonus.
Okay. No, really, you have to. I'm very grateful. I mean, I was very skeptical in the beginning when they told me how much it was. Of course, I'm like, oh wow. But then, you know what? I will gladly pay that over. If I had to go back again and do it, I would, because you hear that all the time. But you really can't put price on your health. You cannot put a price on your health. But my wife is the biggest supporter. I'm not telling you this, just telling you she lost about 22 pounds. She looks amazing, because now she's eating the same dinners that I'm eating, and she's doing the same exact thing
That's great.
that I'm doing. She's going to the gym as well, and she looks amazing. My wife is a beautiful woman, but she looks amazing. So yes.
Yeah, I was talking to our maintenance group of clients, and this phenomenon that It is really uncomfortable for a lot of our friends and family to see us at this new weight. And if you think about it, for a lot of us, and I don't know if you feel this way, Carla, once we get down to our optimal weight, it takes us time to adjust to this new body, the way that it feels, the way that it looks. Sometimes we might think that it looks too lean or too thin, and it just takes time to adjust. And if you think that it takes time for you living inside this body to adjust, just think about how much time it's going to take for the people around you to adjust. Their eyeballs have to adjust. And it can make some of them, if they have shame or guilt around their own weight, that it makes them feel uncomfortable. So then it takes even longer for it to adjust. So it really is this unique phenomenon that we have to deal with, that we never think about before we go through the process. But it just takes time.
It does.
Yeah.
It does takes time, and people have told me that, people have told me that, and the ones that would tell me if I was sick a couple of weeks ago, now they asking me questions, you know what I mean, and all these things. Of course, because it's New Year's, right? We're still in January, and all these people that were overweight, number one New Year's resolution is to lose weight, and so now they're asking me all these questions about how I did it. Now their mindset set switch, and now they want to know because they want to feel better, and they want to look better as well.
Yeah.
If anything, I think I'm motivating a lot of people when they
you are.
I mean, you help people by doing what you're doing, and I think I want to help people as well. To lose the weight and reach their goals. Whether they go through your program, you know what I mean, or whatever they do, discipline and just the way they eat, and telling them, whatever I can to help them reach their goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. So Carla, what's next for you? What's the next goal? You're in maintenance now. In order to establish this as a true lifestyle, I find we always need to have our next goal. What are we going toward? And you're a very goal-oriented person. So what's next?
So I'm a 159. I wanted to lose a little more than I was supposed to on purpose. I wanted to create like a little buffer.
Yeah.
Because when I went into the program, my goal was just to lose the weight. I just wanted to lose weight, lose the belly fat. I just wanted to lose weight. But I think your body, and I learned this also from you, is that we have to take care of our muscles in our body.
Yeah.
Create a muscle mass is very important. And before the program, I used to go to the gym, and I just stopped going. I just went into the weight loss program. So I think I have about 3 to 4 pounds that I can probably put on muscle, a little muscle. Yeah. So my next goal is I want to be a 54-year-old guy with a six pack and muscle. I mean, I am sure that there's a lot of guys out there that are 60 with six pack, but for me that would be amazing. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start really tuning my body. I lost the weight, so now I'm gonna start lifting a little weight, just nothing heavy, but I want to start lifting weight so I look better, in my body, and just working out and just keep doing the same thing. I want to try. I'm not gonna try. I'm going to run a full marathon by the end of this year. That's my goal right now. You know what I mean? And I am training. I joined a running group again at the beginning of the year. So I went. It was snowing last night, and I went for a run last night. Because I did that because just to show people that even though it was snow and it was freezing, you just need to find a way to do things that you say you were going to do.
Yeah.
And most people just only do things when everything is perfect, when it's sunny out there. I'm a runner, but I said I was going to run yesterday, so I just put extra clothes and I went and I did what I said I was going to do.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So that you're not going to find, perfect conditions to do the things that you set out to do. So, yeah, so my goal for this year is just run a full marathon, to spread the word. PhD weight loss program. I love it. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
that's right, Carlo.
Spread the good word. Definitely.
We're going to need an after picture of you with those abs.
Oh, boy.
I'll
I
be
will
waiting
do
for
it.
that.
I will do it. I will
Okay,
do
I'm
it.
going to hold you to it.
Yes, I will do it.
Okay.
When I do it, then I'll contact my group from Davison, and I'll tell them to take the picture.
That's right. And maybe you can come back on and tell us how that went.
Yes, yes. And then,
Okay.
but at that time, I'm gonna know how to navigate these computers and all this stuff. All
That's
this
right.
functionality.
Thank you, Carlo, for your time. I'm really grateful for you. And I always say that the best plan on earth only works if you work it. You're just a great example of that. So thank you so much for your trust and your commitment. And I'm really excited to see where this goes.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for what you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I hope that you feel empowered and motivated, inspired after listening to Carlo. I hope that you have the belief in yourself that you can create positive change in your life simply because you want to. Yeah, if you have any questions, any feedback, if you want to give any congratulations to Carlo on his amazing success, and if you are watching this on YouTube, please drop it in the comments below. We'll read them. I'll read them. I'll send them to Carlo so he can see what you have to say. If you are listening to this on a podcast platform, please leave a review. And remember, you've got to step up to make the change. Lead with your heart, train your mind, and do not negotiate with your body. I'll see you next time.